everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Laura, and today we are asking, when will it happen? And you can ask whatever question you want, whatever you want specific timing on in your life, you can ask about. I just want to let you know that this reading will be geared towards things that you want to happen. I don't do readings such as when will I die or anything like that. So ask for a question where you really do want to know the timing of a certain scenario that you want to manifest. And once you have asked that, you can take a look at all 5 of these pieces of art and select whichever one you feel most drawn to. But before we do that, let's quickly go over what we will cover in this reading. First, we're going to do an energy check to just read into the situation that you're asking about in general. Make sure you selected the right group. We will get the Astro Dice, Tarot, and Oracle to go over that. And then we'll actually get 3 different timing scenarios because everybody's going to ask different questions. So we'll get a short-term, mid-term, and long-term timing scenario. And I'll help guide you to listen to your intuition to figure out which scenario applies for you. So without further ado, pick your group, ask your questions. You could totally ask more than one question. Pause this video, ask a question, pick a group that your intuition just feels drawn to. Not necessarily the most pretty piece of art, but the one that you feel intuitively drawn to when you ask your question, okay? And then repeat that process if you're asking multiple questions. Maybe you want to write down which question belongs to which group. And once you have done so, you can either watch through or skip ahead using the timestamps. When you're ready, let's begin. Okay, group number 1, welcome. What is the timing of the question that you asked? To begin, I want to get an overall energy check surrounding the situation at hand that you're asking for the timing of, and I used the Astro Dice here. We have the Taurus moon in the 2nd house, okay? So both Taurus and the 2nd house, they're very synonymous, and Taurus deals with wealth and belongings, possessions, money, things that are of value to us. It's very earth energy, okay? So I said in the beginning of this video that I'm not going to be trying to guess what you asked about, but there is some themes here of either money or health, or with the moon, I'm seeing something of a routine here. You know, when will this commitment take place? When will this start becoming more secure, coming in more consistently in my life? It's something that has to do with security, commitment, or consistency. And the moon is showing us that the timing of this will also depend on your own vibration, and are you consistently being stable within your own energy, okay? For example, if you're asking about love, are you emotionally consistent and stable every single day, or is it kind of like a high and low thing? If you want to manifest love, in that case, try instead to work on harmonizing and balancing out your own emotions so that you're more even-keeled on a daily basis. You know, the moon rules over our daily cycles and routines. And Taurus in the 2nd house are very earth energy, very stable. So it's like if you want more stability in whatever you're asking about, more stable money or success or love flowing in, make sure your daily routine is matching that stability. For example, when will I become healthy? Well, are you exercising every single day consistently? Are you eating healthy every single day consistently? Or is it kind of just here and there, whatever, okay? So I am seeing a bit of a, I don't know why the word transient is coming to my mind. Is that even the right word here? A bit of a up in the air type of energy for the timing of this. It's like when you can develop this consistency, the thing you're asking about will consistently start entering your life, okay? So, or you might have already been very consistent. If that's the case, then that's a good sign, right? But we're gonna get some more energy surrounding the situation at hand. We have strength in reversed coming out, okay? This is what this looks like upright. This is my very first time using this deck, and you're group number 1, so this is literally my first reading with this. And strength really talks about being able to do hard things, being able to confront your shadow and consistently do hard things. That's what I'm seeing here, and it kind of matches up with this energy here. Like I keep coming back to routine. Like you want something to be stable in your life, routine in your life. There may be issues that are being avoided or challenges that are being avoided here. So, for example, if the question you're asking, if it involves any conversation that needs to be had that you're afraid to like initiate, you need to initiate it before you start seeing results. Or if this is something where it's like, you know, deep down within yourself that you have to kind of confront your inner shadows or demons and develop more discipline to do the right thing in order to manifest an outcome here, you're being asked to do that. Okay. We have ask your angels. Ask your angels for help in developing discipline, I want to say, as well as developing the strength to tackle anything that needs to be tackled, whether it be conversation, hard work, effort, etc. Ask your angels, ask your spirit guides for help. They will help you, but you need to ask first before this can come through. And we have the 6th chakra in reversed. So the 3rd eye chakra is blocked at this time. And what that tells me is that you might be ignoring your intuition when it comes to this area of life that you have asked about. Or you already know what you have to do here, but you're not necessarily doing it or acknowledging that, okay? Spirit is acknowledging that there's something hard about this situation. Okay, it may require a lot of hard work or discipline or like consistent daily effort. Or there may be an aspect about this situation that you don't want to address, you want to avoid it, or you may be wearing like rose-colored glasses here. Yeah, we have the moon just popped out as I was shuffling the cards up. There are shadow attributes to this situation at hand that you need to kind of go over. Also, the moon represents a journey of following your intuition, okay? So this little guy here, this lobster guy, has this long trail ahead to get to what he wants, which is at the top of the mountain. But it's nighttime out, and you know, he can't see the whole path. Therefore, it's kind of scary to, you know, take the next mile to get to the mountain up ahead. But this card represents that the moonlight gives you just enough light, guidance, to get you going one step at a time. So there is an element of what you're asking about of not getting too ahead of yourself, too far ahead of yourself. Your spirit guides are really wanting you to kind of hone this situation back a little bit and focus on what do I need to do right now today in order to manifest this outcome faster, okay? What do I need to do right now? Because I feel like you may get into this mindset where you're like, I have to do this and that and this and that and this and that, and then I gotta fix this and then I gotta do that. And how am I ever gonna manifest this? And when you're in that kind of analysis paralysis, you're actually not making any steps forward. So listen to your intuition and what that intuition is telling you to do right here in the present moment, okay? So we're gonna get different timing messages for you. We're gonna get a short-term, mid-term, and long-term timing message because obviously everyone is asking different questions. So one may resonate with you and the others may not, or you might notice that the timing will give you different like checkpoints along the journey. This part of the reading, I really need you to listen to your own intuition and just feel whichever answer feels correct to you. So first we're gonna get a short-term message here. Also, you may want to pay attention to when the moon is in Taurus next, whenever that lies for you. That could be a good short-term to mid-term timing message. We have the King of Swords, which is very fast-moving, all right? Very fast-moving and mature, to the point, very direct, okay? So let's get another card out for you for this short-term message. Short-term timing, I mean. Short-term timing. What is the timing of the situation, Spirit? We have the 6 of Wands. So this could be 6 hours for a lot of you, or 6 days. All right, that's the short-term timing. 6 hours, 6 days. I wonder if 6 minutes for some of you. I don't know what you're asking about, but listen to your intuition. Midterm timing message. Midterm timing message. Also could be the 6th of a month, the next, around that time. So I'm filming this in July, so the next would be like August 6th. All right, what is the midterm timing message? Let's pull 2 cards. I don't know why I want to do that. We have 4 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, so 4 to 5 months. 4 to 5 months. Notice how the quicker timing of this, we have the King of Swords and the Six of Wands, which shows them on a horse. So it's like, get at it, like take action. The midterm, we have 2 cards that aren't really doing anything here. So I do kind of get this message that it's like time to take action is today on this situation, okay? If there's anything you need to do here in order to bring this outcome that you want into fruition, the time is today, or do it within the next 6 days is what I want to say. You should be taking some sort of action in the next 6 hours to 6 days, or 6 minutes for some of you, okay? I feel like your next step, whatever that may be in achieving this, you need to do it within that time frame. Let's see. We have the Hanged Man in reversed and the 7 of Pentacles in reversed for your long-term message. Okay, this is interesting. So this could be 7 months to 7 years. But I feel like whatever you asked about, guys, you are wanting this to come through quickly. Like, I almost feel like you aren't going to stick around if the outcome is going to be many, many months to many, many years. Like, I just feel like that's almost not something you'll tolerate in whatever you asked about, or accept in whatever you asked about. Because these 2 cards are cards of really being frustrated. So, and remember, this is for the long-term timeline. Like I said, you're all asking different questions. So this could be something that'll happen short term, and that's why we have this message, or midterm, which is why you have this message, like 4 to 5 months. And then this one, which is like 7 months to 7 years. But both of these cards, or, you know, this does show, or 12, right? Yeah, 12. That could be December, which is pretty on point for the time that I'm filming this. It's now like July, so this could be December. But I am getting like a sense of extreme frustration from you if this takes super long, which is why Spirit is giving you this message of don't be afraid to put in effort today, or like you already know the next step here. Your intuition is always guiding you, showing you the next step. They might not show you the next 20 steps or the next 40 steps ahead of you, but you already know what action you can take right now to bring this forward. Your intuition is always on point like that. You guys are psychics, okay? So whatever that may be, do that today within the next 6 hours, 6 days, all right? And if you don't know what that is, I recommend doing a journal. Journaling really helps me listen to my own intuition, and I do a thing called positivity journaling, where I just write down what I'm grateful for. Like, I try to be very realistic about what's going on in my life, but from a very positive perspective. So like finding the positivity within my day, because everyone's day is neutral. Every single day of your life, completely neutral. This universe we live in is totally neutral. And I have a whole journal dedicated to just finding the positivity within my day sometimes. And even today, right before I started this reading, I was doing it, and I'm like, I felt guided to write down, what do I want to manifest, and how can I begin preparing for that in my life? And as I wrote down the answer to that question, it's like my path ahead is very clear for me. I know exactly what I have to do. My work is cut out for me in this manifestation that I'm trying to achieve here. And I'm getting very similar energies as you, or for you. Okay, you already know the next step ahead, so take it. And then after that, the universe will show you your next step, and your next step. And you're going to keep going here. But for many of you, I really do feel like this will be happening more on a short-term basis, okay? Within the next few days to weeks to months, all right? But I really don't feel like this manifestation is going to take like years or so many months. If you are asking about something where that would be the timeline, I wonder if you selected the right group, because to me it's like, if it takes that long, I'm just giving up. Like, I have a plan B instead, or like I'm not waiting that long at all. So yeah, okay. If I feel like I just say, if any of you are asking about a situation that involves someone else in your life, I feel like you should have some boundaries around how long you're willing to kind of like wait for them if you're in a situation like that, especially if you're waiting for that commitment, that stability. Like we said, if you want that, like find the stability within yourself first. If you're asking about a specific person, I want to say, if you're just asking about love in general, that's a different story. But if you're asking about a specific person, I would say If they don't show you any signs of moving towards you or improving within the next 6 days to 6 weeks, you should start moving on. Consider moving on is what I want to say there. Okay, I know some of you asked about that, but for the majority of you, I really do get a lot of you might have asked about money, career success, or even like health success. A lot of Taurus energy here in this reading. And I feel like it's largely in your own hands here. Like you're avoiding, I just remember when I just feel like you're avoiding some type of hard truth or hard work. Okay, so hard truth might be this person doesn't like you, if you're asking about a person, if they've showed you signs already that you're ignoring your intuition, okay? Which is why this long-term message just isn't showing up here, or it's like you're not gonna wait around that long. If this is involving money or career, your direct like stability and how stable and consistent you are with the work and value you put in, that will have like a direct outcome, and you can achieve more success in as little as 6 hours to 6 days. Okay, so for example, if you're a freelancer or have your own business, like expect a sale within that time is what I want to say. But like you consistently have to put in the energy. Like the moon consistently shows up every single day, and she operates at different values of light every single day. You know, she's never the same energy level. But each night that she shows up, you know, that is important. So the moon came out twice for you guys. Some of you might be Cancers, or the moon cycles just may be really significant for this manifestation. So maybe for some of you, the timing is the next new or full Taurus moon. So the new moon in Taurus would be during Taurus season, which is what, like March-ish? Or no, not March. When's Taurus season? No, May. April, May, right? Is that Taurus season? Yeah, April, May. Or Scorpio season would be the full moon. So that would be in like late October, first 3 weeks of November. Okay, so lots of different timing messages. Whichever one really resonated with you the most, run with that. And thank you all for joining me. I would love to hear what you asked about, so leave that in the comment section and like this video to help me out. You know, whenever you like videos and comment and subscribe to the channel, it like helps boost the algorithm and gets this type of content out to more people. And that's the goal here. We want to expand our community. I love offering these free readings, and I would love to offer them to more people. So thank you for all of your support in that. And I will see you for the next reading, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. We are going to see what the timing is for the situation that you asked about here. First, I want to get like a little energy check to see the overall energy of what you're asking about and just confirm that this is your reading, as well as just see if there's any potential blockages or issues that are getting in the way of you knowing the timing of this or preventing this from happening. So the Astro Dice, we have Uranus in the 2nd house of Libra. So I feel like whatever you're asking about has a lot to do with finding peace and compromise within a challenging or difficult situation, okay? Trying to kind of find out a future path for what you asked about that works for everyone involved. Or I don't know, this could also do with some of you might be asking about a legal situation, just trying to make change happen. Like Uranus is very progressive. Like, how can we move forward? How can I move this along? How can I get further in this? The number 2, not even just the 2nd house, just numerologically, the number 2 is a very balanced number, and it has to do with like seeing both sides of the coin. And it's very significant that it comes out with Libra, because Libra has the scales of justice, you know? So seeing things from someone else's point of view as well as your point of view, and kind of finding a harmony within that, working well with others, or, you know, balancing your own energies out so that it's like, you know, you're offering service to the world and those around you while still getting your needs met. So it seems to me like many of you may be former like people pleasers or empaths that were taken for granted before. I don't know. I see an energy here of trying to restore peace and harmony, like making sure that your needs are being met. You are being paid for what you do. You are receiving some type of tangible outcome here for all that you offer someone or something. I don't know. These might be elements that come through, but we're going to get more clarity. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense, especially with that second house. Okay, so this could be like commitment, this could be money, this could be seeing forward momentum when it comes to something like that. Money, commitment, health, that's usually like the areas of life that Pentacles rule over, like seeing some type of growth in that. This could also be like some type of purchase for some of you, like a car, a home, and trying to find the right property that will make you happy as well as like anyone else who's involved in the process. That could even have to do with like business transactions as well. Business transactions, the goal is to make the person buying happy as well as the person selling happy. So finding a happy medium between that, I keep coming back to this, like, how can everyone involved in this process be happy, not feel taken advantage of? All of our needs are met, all of our wants are met, and if we can't meet every single one of our wants, how can we compromise? I keep coming back to these themes within your situation. We have no need to worry, so whatever you're asking about, I really do see that it will work out for you. There's a lot of blessed energy here, especially with the Knight of Pentacles upright. Like, it feels like whatever you're asking about, you will get a really happy outcome that you're feeling good about, so that's good. And we have the World in reverse. Like, this might be something that you just want to get over and done with. Like, you just want to, see the results now. This could also be like finishing something up. Like, I just want to be out of this legal situation, or I want this purchase to be done and over with. Like, I just want to be committed. I don't know. I'm just seeing something of like, I just want this over with. I just want this done with. I just want this to be clear now. Like, what... So many of you, it's kind of maybe that you want a fast outcome here, but you know that there are some elements of this that will take time. With the Knight of Pentacles moves a bit slower than the other knights. And that's not to say he's worse at all, but it's like he really takes his time to make sure that it's done right the first time so that you don't have to go back and correct any sloppy mistakes. It's like done right the first time, everyone's happy, and you can move forward consistently. So even though he's the slowest moving, it's kind of like the turtle versus the hare. Have you ever heard that story where it's like they're in a race and the hare gets real cocky and it's like, oh, well, this turtle's never gonna beat me, and gets distracted left and right, and the turtle is just like consistently moving towards the finish line and ends up winning the race because it's like, he's moving slower, yes, but he's consistent, he's stable, he's doing it right. And that's why he ends up winning. So I feel like that is kind of the path of getting to whatever it is that you want here. And there's no need to worry about things like the timing, Spirit is saying. So we are going to get some specific timing messages, though. We're going to get 3 timing messages: a short-term timing message, mid-term, and long-term, because obviously everyone might be asking about something different, something that might develop within a few hours versus a few years. That could be a huge difference. So you're going to have to listen to your intuition when it comes to this portion of the reading and really go with whatever timeline feels right to you in your heart and in your soul. For some of you, this could even be like multiple of these may resonate with you. Like, there might be checkpoints along the way, like the short-term timeline, like something might happen within that time frame that leads to the next thing and the next thing. And so you can also look at it like that. Again, just follow your intuition with this reading. The whole point of pick a card readings in the first place isn't necessarily for me to give you a reading and just tell you what's going to happen, but it's just confirmation for your own intuition, and it's like a tool to help you listen to your own intuition at times. So that's where we're going with that. So we're going to get our 3 timelines and see when this will happen for you. Okay, I guess 3 cards wanted to come out for the long-term one. Okay, short term, we have the 8 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Okay, again, lots of earth energy, money, health, and commitment. I do feel like there will be a lot of good energy here in the short term. This will be 8 days or 8 hours is what I want to say. And there is an element here of being very consistent, similar to group number 1, like working at something every single day. There may also be an element here of doing something over and over and over again. So for example, if you're trying to save up a certain amount of money and you're like, when will that happen? It's like you're going to work day in, day out, like on your grind, saving money, but it will work for you, okay? So there may be an element of repetition in what you're asking for. Or if you're asking about love, for example, which I honestly don't feel like a lot of you are, but if you are asking about love, this could be like an element of repetition, of like repeating, like hanging out and getting to know each other and having a little routine in place, and a really good foundation of communication, routine, a routine that gets all of your needs met for both parties, and you repeat it often, and it allows you to grow really quickly. So short-term timeline, we have 8 hours to 8 days, or this could be the 8th of a month. The next time it is the 8th. So for example, I'm filming in July, so August 8th would be the next timeline for that. So there may be significant changes there. Midterm timeline, we have the Fool reversed with the Queen of Cups. This is really interesting. So, I'm getting water season as well as Aries season. So it could be one of those. Aries season is, oh gosh, now I gotta remember this. I believe in March and April. And then the 3 water seasons are Cancer season, which is the end of June and the first 3 weeks of July. Or this could be Scorpio season, which is the end of October, first 3 weeks of November. Or Pisces season, which is mid-February to the beginning of March. Right, so it could be those seasons. Or Aries, because I don't know, the Fool doesn't really necessarily represent Aries, but I always think of Aries because it's like brand new. It's the first major arcana of the tarot, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So that could also be in February to March. So any of those seasons, I know that's a lot, any of those seasons may resonate with you. Also, here's something interesting. With the Fool card and with the Queen of Cups having the babies on her throne, I keep coming back to like birthdays. On your birthday or on someone else's birthday, maybe when this happens. So if that resonates, that resonates. I know there was a lot of messages in that one mid timeline. Like I said, this is a portion of the reading you have to listen to your intuition. So we have a birthday for the midterm message, or a water season, or Aries season, okay? And they can overlap for some of you. Long-term timeline, we have Queen of Swords reversed, Justice in reversed, and the Ace of Wands in reversed. Okay. Interesting that we have Libra, and then we have the Libra scales coming out in reverse here. Similar to group number 1, I feel like this is a situation where you wouldn't necessarily want a long-term timeline, like a super long timeline. Like that just might be too much for you, We have 2 swords both upside down. That might cause some anger for you if there's a super long timeline with this, or if this is something that takes forever, especially with the Ace of Wands coming out here. I don't know why, I just really want to say like this is something that you want to happen within the year. So like 12 months, that would be like probably your maximum timeline for this, honestly. Anything longer than that would be an act of injustice, I feel, or like it would just feel so wrong. I don't know. That's interesting. I feel like whatever you're asking about, I really am seeing like a year max. Okay. Interesting. But if you do want like years, Justice is 11. Okay. That is 11 years. But like I said, I really don't think that would be the case for a lot of you. Or, this could happen soon. And then 11 years after it happens might be significant in some way. I know you're probably not even going to remember this message by then, but it's just what I'm seeing, all right? Or maybe the number 11 may stick out to you for some reason. Or, that could also be November. That may be a significant month. I don't know. So that is your reading. Thank you for joining me. I just keep looking at Justice reversed and Libra. Like, is there an element of what you're asking about that's like, is this person treating me fairly? Are you going to treat me fairly? Is this going to be a fair situation? Like, these are questions that come up. Trying to find a peaceful outcome. I feel like the best timeline, honestly, is the short-term timeline. like that for many of you, maybe that's what you want to see here. It's like I said, you just want to get it done and over with. Like anything more than a year is too much almost, you know? But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But we had the card no need to worry, so we don't need to get overly involved in that. And even in the long-term message that was kind of negative, we have the Ace of Wands. And whenever an ace comes out in a reading, it is kind of just like a message of, even if there's negative cards surrounding this, the message still is positive. So you're gonna achieve a very happy, positive result no matter what the timeline is. I just want to clarify that. And it looks like the short-term timeline is really sticking out to me. Short-term and this midterm, I keep looking at like birthdays for the midterm timeline, so it can be significant dates there. But remember, do it right the first time around, be consistent, and take everyone into account, and I think you're good to go. I think you're good to go. That is what's going to bring about the best outcome, all right? I hope this made sense for you. It didn't make sense for me because I have no idea what you're asking about, so comment down below with your question or what you're asking about and how it resonated. I would love to read that, like for real. And if you want to support the channel, like commenting, liking, subscribing, all of this, or even sharing the link with people you love, all of that will help boost the channel and spread this content to more people and help more people. So thank you for that. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's see what the timing of this situation that you're asking about is going to be. So we're going to do an energy check just to make sure that you selected the right group and get the energy surrounding the situation that you asked about. So the Astro Dice, we have Venus in the 6th house with Libra, okay? So I'm not going to try to guess what you guys asked about, but I will say that Venus rules over love and relationships, friendships of some sort, as well as creative endeavors and personal beauty, personal hygiene, things like that. So that may be an area that you asked about. The 6th house is the house of Virgo, and it really has to do talk about our daily routines and consistency and caring for ourselves as well as others. And then Libra is significant because it is connected with Venus. It is a Venetian planet, or a constellation, sorry. And I don't know, I'm seeing something here about bringing about peace and happy outcomes for you as well as anyone involved in the situation that you're asking about, and working towards these peaceful outcomes, working towards whatever positive goal you have here. You know, Libra can also talk about getting rewarded for the work that you're putting in. Okay, so I am seeing a sense of balance. But there seems to be a lot of work that you need to do or put in some sort of effort, or someone else needs to put in some sort of effort. I keep coming back to like work consistently, be of service to this situation, and find a peaceful, happy outcome. Not one where you're doing all the work and receiving no benefits. Like, you may need to take a look at that. I don't know. That could be just part of the energy of what you're asking about. So we have the 10 of Pentacles coming out. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, this talks about consistency, you know, having it all. This talks about wealth, you know, being rewarded for the work that you put in, and it's upright. Okay, being rewarded for the work that you're putting in here. This is also commitment, longevity. Like, this could talk about marriage, moving in, being healthy. Like, it's literally everything that goes into having a stable life. You know, you've built a legacy for yourself. This could also talk about your investments paying off. And you know, many things in life are investments, not just money, not just financial, but like who you invest your time into, the creative projects and hobbies you invest your time into. Your time is the greatest investment you could give. And so whatever you're asking about involves some sort of investment, whether it's your time, your energy, your money, your skill set. Like, we see whatever you asked about. Is this something worth investing more time and energy into? Is this going to pay off? That's kind of the question we're getting here. The 10 of Pentacles is a pretty good sign, guys, because it shows balance, it shows harmony. And you know, this is the first time I'm using this deck, And on each coin, there's something different. There's the sun, connection to nature. There's anchor, which is like stability. There's a little crib here, which is like babies, and fish, which is going with the flow, nutrients. There's a cat toy, which is like, you know, play and protection and a friend. And, you know, there's a mouse here because it's like a cat theme, a dog, and a house. So I just feel like it's having it all, you know, being rewarded for your efforts and creating a beautiful balance in your life. So we also have deceit, coming in as energy. The number 25 might be important. The 25th of a month, so July 25th, August 25th, or whenever you're watching this, the next 25th, whatever that may be. Or someone might be 25, born on the 25th. We also have February 5th or May 2nd. These could all be significant dates. Deceit. I wonder if the question you're asking about, or the area of life you're asking about, I wonder if there has been deceit there before that you're already aware of, or some type of underhanded dealing. I don't know. Let's see what this card says. Compromise. Oh, Libra, compromise. The Libra scale is coming out strongly for you. Yeah, this is, for many of you, I'm seeing this is a situation that may involve someone else. And I would avoid people pleasing right now, okay? You doing all of the work. And like you know what I mean? It's like, say you start a business with someone and you do 100% of the work, but they get half of the profits. How does that make sense? You know what I mean? Or if it's like a relationship, you do all of the emotional labor, plan all the get-togethers, always initiate the conversations, and yet they get like, you know, all of the benefits of your love and affection. It's like, no, you gotta give back equally here, homie. Like, so there is this sense of balance that needs to be made, some type of compromise or forgiveness for some of you. Interesting. I would be aware of anyone or anything that wants to take your light from you at this time. Even if this is a creative situation you're asking about, like say you have like a business idea, a creative project, and you're asking like when the timing is of that taking off, or like when will I, you know, buy my house, or like I'm seeing something here that has to do with success and happiness for you. You know, you're asking about when will I be successful or happy in like a specific area of life. And I want to say, like, I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but be very aware, because sometimes there are leeches and snakes of people who see you being successful and glowing and thriving, and then they like wiggle their way back into your life, and they're trying to take some of that light. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying, like, be aware of any energy like that may be trying to compromise your light and the success of this outcome here. Along your journey of achieving whatever you're asking about, there may be someone who tries to get more from you. So for example, if you're asking like, when will I buy a car? I would be aware of any slimy, sleazy salespeople who try to sell you like a lemon overpriced. You know what I mean? It's an energy like that. I'm not saying that you're going to buy a bad car or buy a bad house, but your journey to get to what you want, there may be people who try to kind of distract you or kind of siphon some of your light energy and success energy away from you. This could even be like, if you're healthy, you're glowing, you're thriving, you know, you're getting your money, you know, there's going to be people along the journey who want to, you know, have a relationship with you. And I use that word very lightly, you know, someone who wants to like get in your pants or whatever, or even like a friend who wants to hang out, but it's like, they don't actually care about you. Like they just, you know, I don't know how to describe it. I hope you get what I'm saying though. Like, this is a process that everyone has to deal with. So I'm not trying to frighten you. It's a part of the journey of success. You know what I mean? Like 10 of Pentacles is a really good sign of longevity, long-term success in what you're asking about. But along the journey of getting there, you have to be mindful of people who never worked hard a day in their life and they just kind of siphon that happiness from other people. Okay? Interesting. If you are asking about a relationship in particular, which a lot of you may be, because we have Venus, right? We have Libra. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a good love card here. Make sure that this is something or someone who has an equal give and take. You may need to heal from past deceits. All right. Your journey to love, for example, if you're asking like, when will I get married? When will my love life, whatever. Your journey there may be filled with people, or may include people who are deceitful, and you might have already gone through that. So like I said, I'm not trying to scare you. Okay, let's get on to the timing message. We're gonna get 3 timing messages for you, a short term, mid-term, and long term. So this portion of the reading, I need you to listen to your intuition. Okay, you're all asking about different stuff. So this could be something that happens within a few days or weeks. This could be something that happens months, or this could be something that happens in years. You're all asking about different things. So follow your intuition. This could also be looked at as like different checkpoints you'll notice along the way, past, present, and future. So like I said, listen to all 3 of these timelines and just see how they resonate for you and your situation. Short-term timeline. We have the King of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune in reversed. Okay. I'm getting 10 days, 10 hours, or fire season. Okay, so that could be Leo season, Sagittarius season, or Aries season. Leo season begins in the end of July. Actually, I'm filming this on the 21st of July. Leo season begins in 3 days. So this could be 3 days for some people watching. Timeless, 3 days. This could be Sagittarius season is like 3 weeks into November. Or no, it's the last week of November and then the first 3 weeks of December. Aries season is it's like March and April. Okay, so it could be one of those seasons. It could be 3 days from now, or it could be 10 days from now. That's the short-term timeline. And I know that's many different timelines. Like I said, you have to listen to your intuition. Something I do want to say here, though, with the short-term energies, I feel like you're going to be thrown for a loop in the next few days, okay? Short term, whatever you asked about, there's going to be some changes taking place that are unexpected. King of Wands in reversed. This can show someone with poor leadership, or I don't want to say they're outright deceitful, but this isn't like a positive thrown for a loop, and I'm not trying to scare you again. Oh my god, I want to emphasize the positivity of this reading, but within the next few days, within short-term time period here, there may be some unexpected changes or news or developments in what you're asking about that may require you to have really good judgment and leadership for your own life to make decisions and handle this very smoothly, effectively, and not let your anger, bitterness, or resentment kind of run away with you. Like, you're gonna have to be really in control of your emotional reactivity within the next few days and weeks is what I want to say. I want to say days though. Next few days. For example, if you're asking about love and you have someone in particular on your mind, or you're seeing someone, whatever, you're not sure if they're the one, like when will it become clear to me if they're the one or not, which I don't believe in the one anyways, but that's a whole tangent for another day. They may currently or in the near future just be like busy, avoiding you, ignoring you, or show you some type of sign that like may cause some emotional reactivity from you. I'm not trying to scare you guys. I'm just showing you what I'm seeing here. Or if you're asking about like, how do I put this? If you're asking about when will I buy a house or a car, and you're already looking, okay? This deceitful, slimy sleazebag that we talked about may be in your energy presently or within the next few days. And I'm not trying to give you trust issues here. Your intuition's very strong, and you'll be able to notice who these people are when you see them. And for some of you, you can compromise with these people, okay? But like I said, instead of getting emotionally reactive, you have to keep calm, keep cool, and act with integrity and strong leadership. For example, if you're buying a car and within the next few days, you know that you're going to go car shopping and you meet a salesman and you know that they're trying to rip you off, instead of getting angry and like lashing out at that salesperson, stay cool, calm, collected, take your leadership skills and put them to use here and calmly bargain with them and let them know that you know what you're talking about. what this person's game is, okay? And you're not gonna tolerate it. Like, here's what I'm willing to offer. Like, let's come up with a compromise. So I'm not saying it's like necessarily like something that you need to be upset over, or somebody that you can't even work with, because we do see compromise. This is someone who you may be able to work with, but I feel like there's an element here of like not tolerating any BS, okay? That's what's being asked of you. Midterm message, we have the Star and the Two of Wands. Okay, this midterm message feels right. This feels like the right timing for a lot of you. And this could be 2 months. This could be Aquarius season, which is oh god, why can I never remember off the top of my head? The end of January and beginning of February. That could be a significant timeline for you. Aquarius season, or 2 months from now, or maybe like 2 months from now to Aquarius season, whenever that may fall, whenever you're watching this, okay? Also, we have 17 coming through. This could be like the 17th of a month. This could be, I don't know. Yeah, that's the timeline for the mid timeline, and I feel like this is the best timeline for a lot of you that are watching. I feel like things will definitely be crystal clear to you by then. Also, the Star is a really good indication, as well as the Two of Wands, that you're seeing what you asked about right in front of you. It's like here in the physical present moment, it is in your life. Whatever you asked about, clear as day by this timeline. Third timeline is the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles in reversed. Okay, this could be 7 months to 7 years, or a significant birthday with the Queen of Cups. 7 months to 7 years. Although, like I said, I feel like the mid timeline is like the golden timeline for a lot of people watching. You know, don't rush anything. Keep cool, keep calm. This is something that may take some work, some time to save up, some time to build up towards, and find a great deal that is good for you as well as anyone else involved, especially if it's like a sale or a relationship. Like, this is a good timeline for you, okay? 2 months from now to Aquarius season, whenever that falls, all right? Beautiful, beautiful. And guys, I just want to say, like, despite the Deceit card coming out and that sleazeball energy we were picking up on, this is a great reading. Like, I feel like you are truly going to manifest what you're asking about. Like I said, like, the road to greatness, the road to prosperity does have some, you know, thieves, burglars, and scumbags on it. What a great positive reading. Anyone who wants fame in their life, fortune in their life, success, light, a higher degree of success, there is always going to be, you know, sharks in the water. There's always going to be people who want a piece of what you have. That's just how life works, okay? And that's why King of Wands reverse is coming through to say, this time in your life, if you have not manifested what you wanted yet, it's because the universe is trying to help you sort of build your confidence up, build a backbone, thick skin, and learn how to be a really good leader. Know your stuff, okay? So you're not prey to these types of people. You're not vulnerable to these types of people. So it'll all make sense for you. I feel a few months from now in this mid timeline, like, you will exactly, like, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about a few months from now. Like, it'll all make sense to you why this hasn't manifested quite yet at the time that you're watching. It's because Spirit is kind of preparing you for this high degree of success. And I am seeing a high degree of success here. This is fame, fortune, really stable love, okay? Whatever you're asking about, it's coming in and it's going to be great, but you're being psychologically prepared right now. Venus is helping you prepare for this, which is why in the next few days, like in the short-term timeline, we saw you being thrown for a loop. You know, this isn't to scare you, it's to prepare you for, you know, what you're asking for. It's to help you navigate conflict and challenge and not so pure energies with ease, because that is a skill you need to have when you achieve this, okay? I do see in the long-term timeline, this energy that you are asking about will be even more mature as time goes on. I see that in the Queen of Cups here. So if you're asking about money or an investment, it'll keep getting better with time for some of you. Or if this is love, honestly, the Queen of Cups can show, like I said, birthday, giving birth, okay, for some of you, long term, like months and years from now. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. With the Two of Wands in the middle and then the Seven of Pentacles in the long term energy, I do feel like there is some free will here, and Spirit's trying to get you to choose correctly, like choose the right path and act with integrity and maturity and confidence and keep working towards whatever you're asking about. But like, don't let people walk all over you in the process at the same time, you know. Have compromises and equal give and take, and make sure everyone in the situation is happy. You know, don't let people walk all over you or get what they want, use you, and then just like not care about your needs. You know, there may be something about learning that lesson in the process of manifesting what you're asking about. So that is your reading, guys. Thank you. I would love to hear what you asked about, because honestly, in readings like this, nothing makes sense to me because I don't know what you're asking about. So comment down below. Let me know. What are you asking about and how did this resonate for you? Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Doing all of these things helps boost the algorithm for my channel and gets these videos out to more people, which is the goal here, you know, to build this beautiful community, give more people a safe space to enjoy free tarot readings and connect with other people in the comment sections and have like a little community going. So thank you all for that. If you want a personal psychic reading with me, spiritual life coaching with me, or if you want to buy my Goddess Energy Intention Oil, all of that can be found on my website, spiritpsychic.org. Link to that is always in the description. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Group number 4, welcome. We are going to see the timeline of whatever you asked about, but first we're going to get some energy surrounding what you asked about and just see if there's any blockages, anything you need to know, and also confirm if you selected the right group. So we have Mercury coming out from the Astro Dice in Capricorn in the 8th house. All right, so I am seeing with the situation you asked about, there may be something involving communication, travel, or any type of new idea. Whenever I think of Mercury, I think of like Hermes or Mercury the god, and that really rules over like travel, communication, business, if you're like a business owner, new ideas, running around, doing things. So it could be involving that. Capricorn is very hardworking as well. So there may also be something about like your daily routine here, and just being very grounded, very practical. Capricorn is also a boss, a cardinal sign, a leader. And so you may be taking a leadership position in whatever it is that you're asking about. So you might be the one who needs to initiate some form of conversation or change or something like that. Especially with the 8th house here of Scorpio. Scorpio rules over life, death, rebirth, sex, taxes, you know, everything that we all go through, okay? So we are seeing very highly transformative energies in what you asked about. And Capricorn is showing us that this is something that you may initiate. The Mercury is showing some type of communication movement. So you're initiating some communication, some movement that will lead to big transformation. That's what I want to say. So we have the 7 of Pentacles in reversed. This is what it looks like upright. Okay, we have a cat chasing a butterfly, reaching out for a butterfly. I totally said 7 of Pentacles. I meant 9 of Pentacles. I just realized, I'm like, wait, why is there something off here? Anyways, it's in reversed. And the 9 of Pentacles does talk about business, okay? Personal projects and hobbies, as well as like just being independent, financial independence from your hobbies or from your business, freelancing. Or just like being happy, being okay on your own, you know? And also I find it really interesting that the cat is reaching out towards the butterfly, because Butterflies represent transformation, life, death, and rebirth, just like Scorpio energy. So I feel that you want some type of big quantum leap, some type of big change in your either like finances or like I'm just seeing like your personal life in general. Like you want to be more financially independent or healthy, or have more time to do the things that you want, have more time to travel more, experience more of the world, or like, you know, just be happy and content on your own. In reversed, you may not quite be there yet for some reason. So let's see what the other energies are. We have a year from now. Okay, so this is very significant. This is a very specific timing message coming through. So 1 year from now, whatever you're asking about will be very crystal clear to you. Like you will have the answer 100% a year from now. You know, I want to tell you a personal story. So back in like, I've had this deck for a really long time. Many years ago, I was asking about someone in my life who I swore up and down was my twin flame. And I kept asking, like, when will we come together? When will we come together? And this card kept coming out a year from now. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I want him right now. Blah. Lo and behold, like looking back, exactly 12 months from the time I asked that, like I was in a completely different relationship with someone who was so stable, and I was moving in with them. Like so much can change in a year. So like I knew hands down what the answer was a year from that day. But like it's not necessarily that I got what I asked for at the same time. And also it's not necessarily that I got it within that specific like time frame, like, and on this day everything will change. Like no, it like grew, it developed, it built. So within the next 12 months is what I want to say, what you're asking about will become more and more and more and more clear to you. Okay, like you will get answers. Events will unfold here, very transformative events will unfold that will give you insights. So I feel like this is going to be a really significant year in your personal development and journey in life, in your growth in life. Also, I'm seeing the world. So if you asked about travel, I definitely see that. Okay. We have man holding a coin. Ooh, I love this. So, and it's interesting because you have the 9 of Pentacles, and then he here has 1 pentacle. So that gives you the 10, which is complete security. Like no doubt in my mind, I know the answer to this question 1 year from today. All right, so for many of you, there is someone else coming through though. All right, they could be a man or masculine energy who may have some nugget of wisdom, advice for you that will change things, or this could be someone literally coming through with a commitment or wanting some type or an offer of some sort, like wanting to collaborate with you creatively, or they come through with like a business offer, and this may be very unexpected as well. I am seeing someone coming through, and you may not expect this. It may catch you off guard, but whoever this is, they're really stable, they're really loyal, they really want something with you. Like they genuinely respect you, they genuinely respect what you do, your creative work, and they want to work with you or collaborate in some way, whether it's love, whether it's business, creativity. But there's an offer coming through from them, some type of consistent offer that will provide you with more success, more of what you are asking about, or some type of change in plan. Because sometimes what we want, we may think we want it, but then we're not given it, and then later on we're like, oh, thank God I didn't get that. So that may be the situation for some of you. We'll see though. Like I said, I'm not gonna try to guess what you're asking about. I just want to see the timeline. So we're going to get 3 different timelines for you. And this part of the reading, I need you to listen to your intuition because you're all asking about so different things. So you might resonate more with the short-term timeline, mid-term, or long-term. We're going to get those 3 timelines. Or, you know, this could be different checkpoints that you reach in what you're asking about, different turning points in the journey to get what you want, or have some type of change happen if what you want isn't actually what you want. So we'll see the timelines that come through, short-term, mid-term, and long-term. Short-term timeline for this is the Devil reversed and the Ace of Pentacles. And look at that. Look at that. Wow, very similar. There's a new offer, a new start, or a new commitment, like a new path in general coming through. Honestly, this is a big confirmation that a lot of you, what you're asking about may not necessarily be what you want. Or like you may think you want this thing, but you really don't want this thing, and it might change. There may be a new path opening up for you that may resonate with a lot of you. If it doesn't resonate with you at all, and you're like, no, I know that I want this thing, and I know I want this to happen, that's good. We do see Capricorn coming through again with the Devil here. So Capricorn season may be significant, and Earth energy coming through as well. Or this man holding a coin person, this person who's going to come through and help, they could be a Capricorn, could be an Earth sign as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Very short term, I would say one day with the Ace of Pentacles. One day you'll see some type of change. Wow. This is a weird message for short term, but I'm just seeing one day or Capricorn season. I know those are two very different things, especially now because I'm filming this in July and Capricorn season is literally 6 months away. Like that's not a short-term message, but like that's what I'm seeing, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. One day or Capricorn season is the short-term timeline. Midterm timeline is Ace of Swords. Wow, so many aces. And 9 of Wands in reverse. Guys, I feel like there is more to develop in what you're asking about. Like, I almost feel like 1 year from now, this situation you're asking about is going to look so tremendously different that, like, it's almost hard for me to answer your question because it's like, well, there's going to be so much new elements coming into your life. Like, this is going to change, you know? For example, you may be asking, like, when am I going to get that job that I want? Say you want a job like in finance, and then what you don't see is that maybe like one day to whenever a whole new idea pops up for you and you explore that and like all these different things happen, and 1 year from now you're in your dream job, but it's not finance. You know what I mean? It's a situation like that for many of you. But the midterm timeline for this is 1 to 9 months. And I know that's very broad, but like, here's what I'm saying, guys. First off, you're gonna have the answer to your question within 1 year in general, all right? Just in general. But there's like developments, there's new elements that are coming through, especially money, health, or commitment with the Earth energy. That is like a tangible offer or gift or action that someone is showing you. The universe itself is coming through to like throw you for a loop. You know, what you're asking about, there's certain elements of it that you don't necessarily want to manifest, and you don't see that right now. Like there's certain elements of this that keeps you trapped. Like you could actually go for a lot more is what I'm seeing here. You know, like for instance, if you own your own business and you're like, when will I, you know, sell enough, like say it's a service-based business and you charge people per hour. You may be asking like, when will I sell enough of my service to be fully booked out for like 3 months or whatever? And Spirit's saying like, you could make a ton more money if you don't charge by the hour. Like what if you made stuff like YouTube videos, you wrote books, you taught on a much more grand scale? So that way you don't have to sell your time, you know? You can have like a limitless income, and like maybe that's something that's in development for you within 1 to 9 months here. That idea comes through, or someone works with you to manifest that, or some type of new communication, new offer comes through from someone completely new. Like if you're asking for love, for instance, you may be asking about someone in particular, but it's like maybe someone completely different pops up, someone completely different comes forward, and that is what you want. Or like you may be working towards something, really wanting a successful outcome, but then some other like side idea that you have or side business, side hustle randomly succeeds, and then that moves forward and you start focusing on that. I'm just seeing there's so many unknown elements still to what you're asking about, and Spirit is definitely saying that they're bringing in new stuff in your life to focus on. I'm seeing in particular a new direction in life that stems from an idea, as well as a new commitment that you're going to take on, whether it's a relationship or some type of contract, some type of job, some type of project, like a new direction that is also somehow correlating with a new commitment you take on, a new promise you make, a new something or other, all right? I'm seeing a new energy coming through for you. Long-term timeline of this is 7 of Swords in reversed and the 5 of Swords upright. Guys, oh my gosh. I don't like these energies. I feel like I said, 1 year from now, that's the max timeline. Okay, so we already know that. Max timeline, 1 year from now. You will have the answers. And I'm not saying this is going to like come through in the way you are. With these here, I am seeing different spirits in your energy field, like Hermes, Mercury, the god, you know, is really strong in your energy right now. Trickster energy, you know, Kokopelli, or the fox spirit. These trickster spirits are beautiful to work with, don't get me wrong. However, they work in very mysterious ways. So you may ask them for help in one thing and then they make you successful in something completely different. Or the path to getting what you want, it just looks like you're not going to get it, you know? It's like they trick you into thinking you're not going to get it, but really they're taking you on a shortcut. Or you ask for their help in one area and they make another area successful, and then your whole path changes in general. So I'm seeing a lot of trickster spirit energy around you at this time. So I feel like your path itself will change. What you want will change. And some of you, I'm gonna be honest, may completely change what you're asking about. Like if you're asking like, when will I graduate? This could even show like changing your major entirely, changing your career path entirely, or like maybe you graduate with your degree, your diploma in one thing, and then you decide, you know what, I'm gonna start my own business, and then that business is successful and you didn't even need the degree. You know what I mean? Like I'm seeing energy like that coming through for a lot of you. If you're asking about a relationship as well, I'm going to be honest, for many of you, I'm seeing someone completely new coming in. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe this person you're asking about isn't the best and you think they're the best, but they're just really super defensive and maybe not the most honest. I don't know. Or there's some type of major transformation that they have to go through. And while they're transforming, you might not necessarily wait around for them. And, you know, someone new might come through. A whole new option may come through. I am seeing you breaking out of toxic energies, though. And that's where the Capricorn spirit comes in. Everyone with strong Capricorn placements, in my opinion, has some karma to work through. Like, I feel like everyone with strong Capricorn placements, like Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, tends to have some type of trauma early on in their life or early adulthood that they have to overcome. Capricorn's a very tough constellation, very tough energy, very hardworking, okay? Which is great. You know, I love Capricorn energies. I'm a Capricorn moon, so I totally love it. But I feel like what you're asking about, there may be elements to it that are karmically intertwined, especially with the devil in reversed here. It's like there may be some red flags you need to pay attention to, or maybe realize that what you're wanting may not necessarily be the best for you, or the way you're going about it, you know, you may need more discipline, or you may need to completely change how you're going about things. I just keep coming back to like change. Your path is changing. You're letting go of more annoying, toxic elements here, and there's just gonna be change. Also, I just saw 333 on the clock. So the angels are around us. And the number 3, guess what it means? It means change. It means growth, creative expansion. So, and new energies. I'm seeing new people, new ideas that will change the path of what you're looking to manifest here in beautiful, unexpected ways. But these 2 aces are positive. This is really fulfilling stuff, especially like... man holding a coin, like this is someone beautiful, something beautiful that you're going to commit to, whether it's a project, a creative project that you grow that's completely new, or this could already be in your life, new project, new business that you're growing right now. It's still a baby and you're growing it. This is a good success message, or like new commitment to someone if this is romantic, you know what I mean? But it's something that offers you a lot more substance more early on here. You know, this isn't something that takes a super long time to develop, you know, years and years and years before it starts showing you like results. Like it'll show you that good stuff consistently early on, you know, not like love bombing, not like overnight success that's unsustainable, but like you'll see results really early on when you start this new project, this new business, or this new relationship. Like it'll be consistent, it'll show you results early on compared to what you may be asking about right now, which you're just like waiting for change, waiting for transformation. So I don't know. I hope this made sense. Honestly, this reading made no sense to me because I have no idea what you asked about. So comment down below what you did ask about and how this resonated. I would love to read it. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Doing all of these things helps boost the algorithm for this channel, and it gets this video out to more people. It gets my channel out to more people. And I just want to create a community where everyone has a safe space to enjoy tarot and share, you know, how these readings resonate with each other, and talk about your life, and, you know, just have a nice place to be an esoteric woo-woo weirdo, okay? That's what my goal is here on the internet. So thank you for doing that. If you want to take your support further, I do accept donations. All donations go back into the channel. Link to that is in the description. Or you can go on my website, spiritpsychic.org, for psychic readings, goddess energy, intention oil, or my spiritual life coaching sessions, okay? Thank you. Bye. Hello, group number 5. Let's see what the timing is on the situation that you asked about. But first, we are going to get an energy check just to see the energies surrounding the situation you're asking about, making sure that you selected the right group, as well as seeing anything else you need to know about the situation in order for it to unfold properly. So first, from the Astro Dice, you have Uranus in Sagittarius, in the 3rd house of Gemini. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing a desire for expansion, for growth, for going into new territories, new comfort zones. Some of you might be asking about travel, moving, or pushing the boundaries of your relationship with someone. You know, I just see something here about wanting to expand. This could also be involving school, education. Like expansion. It's an expansion of some sort, wanting to expand your mind, your horizons, what someone means to you, or see more of the world. There's a very strong sense of wanderlust, seeing more, being more, creating more. So that is a part of this energy here. We have the 3 of Swords coming out for you, and it looks like it's in reversed here as well, which is pretty good. Okay, that's good because the 3 of Swords typically represents some sort of ending, heartbreak, or loss, but in reversed it shows overcoming that challenge, overcoming some sort of pain that you've endured in the past. So there is a bit of a moving on type of energy here, wanting to get up and go, you know. So there might have been a painful loss or ending for you, or some type of betrayal that you've experienced in the past, and now you're just in this energy of like, okay, I'm ready to see more, I'm ready to do more, I'm ready to achieve my dreams, I'm ready to go. Like, it's actually quite inspiring, and I feel like whatever you asked about, focusing on this will continuously help you heal from this ending, this loss, this heartbreak. So I just want to say, like, keep focusing on you, keep focusing on your goals, your growth, your forward direction. It is leading you in all the right places, okay? We have perfect timing. This situation will occur in perfect timing for you. I also just saw 222. 2 is the number of perfect relationships, harmony, and balance. So I do feel like this situation, whatever you're asking about, will unfold for you in perfect timing, but we will get some timing messages, don't worry. And we have blossoming abundance in reverse. Okay, this is definitely confirmation of like, and we have the number 3 coming out a lot here, 333. Wow, which is, again, the number 3 numerologically is about expansion, creative expansion, growth, change. Like, I just keep seeing expanding your horizons, expanding your mind, expanding your definition of what this situation is. Right now, you may not be experiencing the abundance that you want to experience in the situation that you asked about, Okay, for instance, if it is money related, there might have been some type of big loss that you experienced in the past, and now you're just ready to make more money, expand your horizons. You're not quite comfortable with where you're at right now. You're not quite comfortable. Some of you might even be questioning authority, questioning the people who are in authority in whatever you asked about, like questioning the intentions of your boss or something like that. Even like the government, politics at large may be coming through here. So I just see this really big desire within you to expand, to experience more. Okay, so that may be playing into your question. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to guess what you're asking about, but I can say expansion is definitely a huge part of it. Growing, being more, making your wallet fatter, making your heart bigger, okay? So those may be themes, those may be elements. There's definitely an element here of being hurt in the past or experiencing some type of big loss in what you asked about. Like if you're asking about money, for instance, maybe in the past you experienced extreme hardship or poverty, but you're getting over, oh my God, guys, Three of Swords again. Confirmation as we're talking about the Three of Swords too, like you experienced a heartbreak, a loss, a betrayal, poverty, something deeply wounding in your past for sure. And we have another three. This is now 4 threes coming out. You went through some stuff, guys, some extreme stress. Like, I don't even know what you went through, but I can tell that y'all are warriors, okay? Like, this was a dramatic situation you were through, and you're just ready to get on with it. You're ready to heal, to grow, to expand beyond this stress, this pain, this loss, this heartbreak. Like, I am ready for more. Like, it's all uphill in a good way from here. You know, it's all gonna get better from here because, you know, I reached like the ultimate betrayal, feeling even betrayed by the universe. You know, this was a stressful situation. Like, universe, why are you putting me through this? Or it might have even been betrayal via another person, or like feeling like life is unfair and had you questioning society at large. You know, sometimes when we go through extreme stress, like we start getting mad at people who aren't even involved. Like mad at rich people if you experience poverty, for example, or mad at the system for your lack of privilege. And, you know, that's all fine and dandy. I'm not telling you how to think, but, you know, y'all have been through some stuff, okay? That's for certain. So let's see the timing of what you are asking about. This expansion, this growth. We're going to do 3 timing messages. We're going to do short term, mid-term, and long term. So you're going to have to listen to your intuition here and figure out which one resonates with you, because you're all asking about different things. So, you know, for instance, some people might be asking, when's the next time I'm going to talk to this person versus, you know, when am I going to retire? And, you know, one might be many years, one might be 2 days. You know what I mean? So take what resonates from this. Also, multiple timelines may resonate for you. For instance, if you really resonate with the long-term timeline, the other 2 timelines may be checkpoints for, you know, significant things that may occur in this journey. Or for example, if you resonate with the short-term timeline of what you're asking about, there may be other checkpoints in the future that expands upon what you want even more. So just take what resonates with you. Listen to your intuition with this, okay? So short term, mid-term, and long term. Short term timeline for you, King of Swords and the Page of Swords. Okay, very fast moving. Very fast moving. I want to get another card though, because neither of these really give a number, but this is very fast, okay? Page of Swords reverse tells me that you may be, if this is a short-term outcome, you may be waiting to hear some news, waiting to hear back from someone, waiting for someone to initiate some type of communication with you, and it will be coming through. We see that confirmed with the King of Swords, but let's get a timeline on that. I'm seeing a bit of a waiting, but it will come through. Queen of Swords reversed. Oh my gosh. A whole family of swords here. Parents and a child. Holy crap. 3 swords. That number 3 keeps coming up in your reading. Maybe it's 3. Okay, I don't know why I want to say 3 minutes. Someone here, it might literally be 3 minutes. Like if you're asking when will this person text me or call me, I wouldn't be shocked if they already have and you just haven't noticed. Or it's like 3 minutes. 30 minutes. 3 hours to 3 days. That's what I want to see here, or that's what I want to say here. 3 days max for the short term. Let's see if any number cards come out though, just for funsies. We have the 6 of Cups. Okay. Again, this could have to do with a relationship or communication from someone. Again, waiting for news, waiting for communication, waiting for some type of development here. It feels very much like communication though, or business related communication, hearing back from a job, hearing back from a customer, getting a sale, something like that, or someone reaching out. It could be like someone you've known for a while, old friend, lover, something like that. Like when will they communicate? They're coming through. I would say anywhere from like 3 to 6 days is what I really want to say for the short-term timeline. Midterm, we have 6 of Pentacles reversed and the 8 of Pentacles upright, and they are both Pentacles. So I want to say, honestly, 6 to 8 months for this midterm timeline. And I know that's a huge jump there, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay. And I feel like with this midterm timeline here, there may be a consistent buildup involved, something that you have to repeat over and over and over again. Like if you're asking when will I get a new job, for instance, this would be you filling out application after application after application, calling them back, you know, having like a process, doing it over and over and over again. And it will lead you to something really successful. I'm also seeing a reference here with the 6 of Pentacles in reversed. So yeah, long-term timeline, we have the Sun and we have the Hierophant reversed. Okay, in the long term, I do see a lot of happiness, So we have 5 with the Hierophant, and this is 19 with the Sun. So let's see. I don't know why May 19th. I know that's such a specific date, May 19th. May be significant for some of you, but honestly, long-term energies, like I know this is really long-term, but I want to say 5 to 19 years. I know that's super long-term, but this could be an example of like a checkpoint. So if you're asking, when will I achieve some sort of success or a job or new relationship, whatever, one of these timelines might resonate with you, but you may be in that relationship, that job for 5 to 19 years. You see what I'm saying? How it could be like a checkpoint. But anyways, long-term energy, this is really happy. We see really great happiness in the future, creative success, love as well. And the Hierophant reverse talks about going with your own timeline. So there's almost an infinite energy here. Some of you may be asking about something that you're going to manifest that will be in your life for the rest of your life, I want to say. You're kind of just navigating. It's kind of like you can keep it as long as you want it. You know, there's no limit on how long this thing stays in your life or this person stays in your life. It's kind of up to you. I'm seeing that with Hierophant reversed. Taking your own guidance, taking your own path, long-term happiness and fulfillment with what you asked about for sure, though. I am seeing that. I am seeing long-term happiness and fulfillment, especially like creatively with Gemini, blossoming abundance, the Sun. There's some sort of like creative or emotional fulfillment in what you're asking about that will be very long-term. So yeah. Or for instance, if you're like asking, when will I get my degree? One of these timelines may be significant, or it could be 5 years for some of you, 5 to 12 years, or 19 years, sorry, which would make sense if you're getting like a super longer degree, or maybe that's how long you have been working towards it. And you'll have that for life. That's where the infinite symbol came through with the long-term energy here. It's like once you get this thing, like you have the option of keeping it in your life forever if you want. Does that make sense? But I do see you are on a path of healing and long-term happiness and abundance, creative expansion as well. Short-term energies, you're waiting to hear back on something, it feels like, for a lot of you, waiting for some type of communication or help or support or something like that, and that's coming in very quickly. This midterm energy feels very significant for a lot of you, though, because I see you working hard to maintaining this new communication or start once it comes in. Does that make sense? So it's like there could be a seed planted within the next few days or hours even, or a new communication that leads to something more, or like a new sale, new idea. And then over the course of a few months, you'll be working on this, maintaining it, growing it, consistently building upon it, expanding upon it. And then that can lead you to something like more long-term. I have no idea what I'm talking about, guys. I have no idea what you asked about. So I am very confused here, but we do see the perfect timing message coming through. Timing on what you're asking about may be a bit complicated, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm feeling something that kind of builds upon itself. Like, you know, it'll keep growing almost in an infinite way. And you know, this may be something that will continue to grow. Like there's limitless potential here. There's no roof here, it feels like, on how much this can grow. Blossoming abundance. Once it begins, it will keep growing. Once it starts, it'll keep growing. I don't know what we're talking about. Like, this is so confusing. Please leave a comment down below what this is and why do I keep getting this message of like, once you start this, it'll keep going. Or it'll keep growing until you don't want it anymore. Or even if you don't want it, like, it'll still keep going on its own. I'm almost getting like, say you ask the question, when will I plant this tree? And you plant this tree and then it's like, you know, it'll keep growing even if you don't want it to. Even if you don't focus on it, it'll keep growing. I don't know. Man, this is confusing. What did you guys ask? Wow. Blossoming abundance is waiting to come through. And it'll come through in perfect timing. You're kind of in this energy of waiting for something, waiting for communication, waiting for a visit, waiting to hear back on something. And you're going to keep like working on it, building upon it. This could be like knowledge related as well. You know, when will I be smart? Well, you keep building it, dummy. It's something you keep doing over time. Like, there's no answer to that question. You just keep going and going and going, growing and growing and growing. When will I be qualified to do this? You already are, and you're going to keep continuously building. Like, you know, I wonder if some of you asked a weird question like that like doesn't have a direct answer, but I just keep seeing like something that almost like no one can take it away from you once you have it. So it reminds me of knowledge. It reminds me of wisdom. It reminds me of an experience. You know, once you have this, no one can take it away from you, and it'll keep growing, and you expand upon it time after time. This feels like a riddle almost. Like, I'm trying to figure out what this is. I'm going to stop trying to do that, but wow. Okay. You have your timelines, guys. The short-term timeline is quite quick, to be honest. Okay. Like, what did we say? 3 days, 3 minutes, 3 hours, 3 days to 6 days. And then we have mid-timeline, which is 6 to 8 months of consistent building, hard work, hard effort, expanding upon this new start, whatever it may be, or whatever you're focusing on. And then from there, we have like infinite growth potential. For real. Long-term happiness, though, for sure. I see that in both of these cards. Long-term happiness. Blossoming abundance will be unlocked the longer you put energy into this thing, the more you put energy into this thing. So yeah, guys, this felt like a riddle. Comment down below, what the heck did you ask? Because I am dying of curiosity right now. How did this reading resonate for you? If it didn't resonate, go pick a different group, or maybe there's just no messages for you with the question you asked today. And like this video, subscribe to the channel. Doing all of these things helps boost the algorithm and share this content with other people. And I'm just trying to get this channel to grow, have more people, you know, having access to free readings in this community here where everyone can just be their weird, esoteric, woo-woo self comfortably. If you want to support me even further, I do accept donations. All donations go back into the channel, and link to that is in the description. Or you can get a personal psychic reading with me, spiritual life coaching sessions, or my goddess energy intention oil, all of which can be found on my website, spiritpsychic.org. Link to that is also in the description. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.